Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, do you know what is physiology of male reproductive system?
No, I just know the structure.
Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Your life actually began as a female. Well, phenotypically or physically speaking, that is, though some prefer to call this stage gender neutral. As you might know, when two people mate, they each combine half of their genetic information together, 23 chromosomes each. One pair of these chromosomes helps to determine your sex. If you're female, you contain 2 X chromosomes, one from your mother and one from your father, while males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. At the moment of conception, you were of course male or female based on your genes, but the Y chromosome doesn't kick in right away. In fact, the first 5 to 6 weeks of embryonic development are attributed to the X chromosome alone, and females grow from embryo to fully developed through the influence of only the X chromosome. So what does the Y chromosome do? Once activated, one of the genes on the Y chromosome, known as the SRY gene, has 2 functions: to inhibit certain features of the X chromosome and to impose through dominance the physiological traits that a male must have. The ovaries descend and become the testes, and the labia fuses to create the scrotum. If you're a male, take a look. Though it's more pronounced in some men than others, you'll likely notice a line or ridge of tissue on the scrotum, which is called the scrotal raphe. The skin of the scrotum and penis are zipped up like a zipper as the layers of cells develop in the embryo. And the male variant of the clitoris? Yep, that's the penis. If the Y chromosome does not become activated for some reason, then the female phenotype or physical appearance will persist in a male. While we're at it, this is also part of the reason males have nipples. The nipples form before the activation of the Y chromosome and SRY gene, and thus remain through development and life. But you don't develop breasts. Sorry.
ألم يك نطفة من مني يمنى ثم كان علقة فخلق فسوى فجعل منه الزوجين الذكر والأنثى.
Spermatogenesis began with the spermatogonia, mitosis took place, you produced primary spermatocytes, then meiosis 1 occurred to produce secondary spermatocytes, then meiosis 2 occurred to produce spermatids, then the spermatids matured and developed into gametes, male gametes, spermatozoa. And all of this process was occurring as the cells were migrating from the basal compartment toward the luminal compartment. And once this process is over, the sperm are actually in the lumen of the seminiferous tubule. And I put a little note for here that approximately 50 to 500 million sperm are actually ejaculated, or that's per ejaculation.
ولقد خلقنا الإنسان من سلالة من طين ثم جعلناه نطفة في قرار مكين ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة فخلقنا العلقة مضغة فخلقنا المضغة عظاما فكسونا العظام لحما ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخر فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين.
An undescended testicle is a condition where one or both male reproductive glands have not moved down from a baby's belly or abdomen into the scrotum. Normally, before birth, a male baby's testicles grow inside his abdomen. The testicles, along with their blood vessels, travel down through tube-like structures called inguinal canals into the scrotum. Sometimes, for unknown reasons, one or both testicles fail to move down into the scrotum before birth. An undescended testicle can remain in the abdomen or in the inguinal canals or just above the scrotum. Or they may migrate to the base of the penis or other areas. Half of the time, the testicles descend to the scrotum within 90 days after birth. But if they don't descend, this person may have problems having children when he is an adult. He will also have a much higher chance of developing testicular cancer. Usually, undescended testicles can be diagnosed by physical exam. If the testicles cannot be felt beneath the skin, diagnosis will be performed by ultrasound, CT scan, or occasionally laparoscopy. Undescended testicles often require an operation called an orchiopexy. The procedure is recommended within the first year after birth.